my gosh, my spouse is driving me crazy. If I see that toilet seat up one more time, I am going to lose my cool. Oh, my spouse is driving me crazy. I cannot imagine the things that she is spending money on and not talking to me about it. Oh my gosh, my spouse is driving me crazy. I come home and it's just talk, 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 talk. You would think that they never talk to anybody all day long. How many words do they need to get in? Oh, my spouse is driving me crazy. There are just clothes on the floor all the time. What are we, children? Are we 5 years old? Okay, tell me that you haven't thought or said at least one of those, right? This is what happens in marriage, right? We end up arguing all the time over relatively little things. The toilet seat is up, not going to kill anybody. It's really going to be okay. It is not the biggest issue in life. However, it can infuriate us. It can make us so mad and we lose our cool and we lose our perspective. But let me ask you something. Whatever it is that's going on in your marriage, whatever it is that drives you nuts, that constantly um, taps and nags at your mindset, is it something that was truly different when you were dating? Take a moment and think about it. Say your spouse is constantly leaving clothes all over the floor. Did they do that when you were first together? Okay, I'm not gearing any of these things to specifically for men or specifically for women, right? This could be anybody. So take it as it is in your marriage. Think about it. If your spouse left clothes on the floor all the time and it drives you nuts right now, like every time you see it, you just want to throw a fit. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but you want to. Did they have those clothes on the floor when you were first together, when you were dating? And if they did, how did you respond to it then? Did you just kind of laugh about it like, oh my gosh, this is so cute? What did you think about it then? Let's say the talking incessantly part. Okay. What was that like when you were dating? Were you on the phone for hours and hours late into the night having these conversations? And now the talking bothers you. Why? This is the big question. Why, if it was the same then as it is now, and it didn't bother you then, but it does bother you now, you got to ask the question why. Because when we talk about um, separation or divorce, because all the things that we're angry about, many of the things we're angry about are actually just symptoms. They're symptoms, they are not the source. So, our big task right now is to find out what the source is. Take those frustrations, ask yourself why they bother you. What real important thing does it matter to you? What value is it violating? You've got to get down to what the source is, and then let's see what to do with the source, right? So once you discover what that source is for the frustration, it's going to be a real valid issue to take to your spouse. So we're not taking the clothes on the floor, the toilet seat up, the talking, we're not taking those things into the staff meeting. We are taking the source of those things, the big item that really needs to be addressed to the staff meeting. So after you've done that self-evaluation, which is the first step, why does this actually bother me? And you link it down to a source that truly matters within the marriage, within your own life. Okay, then we have to ask ourselves whether or not it's still valid right now. Like, is this something super important that I need to discuss that needs to be changed? Willing to bet if you found the true source, the answer is going to be yes. So now we call the staff meeting and we're going to be prepared to truly understand why this bothers us and why it matters. We're going to go into the staff meeting with that. So self-evaluation, and then we're going to share it. We got to speak up. And for those of you who hate confrontation, this is a hard part. You might even do all the great analysis, but you're afraid of getting to that staff meeting and entering into a confrontation. Okay, that's a whole nother subject we can talk about. Let me know if it's something you want to hear more about. But you do need to speak up, because I guarantee you your spouse does not understand why you're frustrated. They might just see the frustration of all these little things going on and wondering, like, why does this matter? This is like no big deal. So what if I leave the toilet seat up? So what if I have an extra few words I need to say in the day? So what if I put my clothes on? Like, it doesn't matter. But it's because they also don't know the source. They don't understand the big thing that it's attached to. So you do need to speak up. Once we speak up and we get to a place where both sides understand what's going on, then we have to decide what to do about it. And then we have to take action on it. So I urge you to take a moment and really ask yourself, what is linked to this frustration? And consider that being the idea that you bring to the staff meeting. Okay. This is hard, I know. And it's always hardest because the only thing we can really change is ourselves, right? We can share this information with our spouse. We can implore and ask that they will work with us on this, help make this better, help heal what needs to be healed, whatever it is, right? But the only thing we can really change is ourselves. So we have to truly understand what the source is for ourselves. And if nothing else, even if our spouse does not want to participate in making this any better, then we can ourselves change how we are responding to it. Once we know the source issue, then we can also work on healing that ourselves, even if our spouse is not willing to work with us on it. But hopefully, you will be able to get the help of your spouse to make this better. Okay. I hope that this is key for you. I hope that this will help something within your marriage. I ask you, of course, to always like and subscribe and comment and share. If this relates to anybody you know, you've talked with friends and heard them ranting about something, and in your mind, you're going to start thinking, oh my gosh, that's just a symptom of something. They need to find the source. Then I want you to share this with them and share with me what comes out of this for you. Comment, let me know. What symptom did you find? What source did you link it to? And hopefully, how did you resolve it? Or do you have questions about how to resolve it? Let me know. Bless you. Have a great day, and we will see you soon.